Breaker of this world's chain, we adore thee, whom all men love, spotless, taking man's form. O purified, thou art above the gunas three, knowledge divine, not flesh, thou whom the cosmos wears, a diamond at its heart. Let us look deep in thine eyes. They are bright with the wisdom of God that can wake us from Maya's spell. Let us hold fast to thy feet, treading the waves of the world to safety. O drunk with love, God drunken lover, in thee all paths of all yogas meet. Lord of the worlds, thou art ours, who wert born a child of our time, easy of access to us. O merciful, if we take any hold upon God in our prayer, it is by thy grace alone, since all thine austerities were practiced for our sake. How great was thy sacrifice, freely choosing thy birth in this prison, our iron age, to unchain us and set us free. Perfect, whom lust could not taint, nor passion nor gold draw near. O Master of all who renounce, fill our hearts full of love for thee. Thou hast finished with fear and with doubt, standing firm in the vision of God, refuge to all who have cast fame, fortune, and friends away. Without question thou shelterest us, and the world's great sea in its wrath seems shrunk to the puddle that fills the hoofprint in the clay. Speech cannot hold thee, nor mind, yet without thee we think not, nor speak. Love, who art partial to none, we are equal before thy sight. taker away of our pain, we salute thee, though we are blind. Come to the heart's black cave, and illumine, thou light of the light.
Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatar varisthaya Ramakrishnaya te namah. Today is a very auspicious day, Magh Shukla Chaturthi, the birth tithi of birthday of Swami Trigunatitanandaji Maharaj, one of the direct disciples of our master. He was born in Naura at his maternal uncle's house, where his maternal uncle and maternal uncle father also was Jamindar. They had estates. He was born in a very rich family, landlords. His father was a landlord and had a house in Calcutta, Nandan Bagan, and he was born in maternal uncle's house in Naura, in 24 Parganas district, not too far from Calcutta. And he was a student in Ames School, this metropolitan school of northern Calcutta. AM, the recorder of the gospel. Just 2 days back we read that Swami Brahmananda also read there. But he was junior 2 years. He was born on 30th January 1865. And his parents kept the name Sharoda Prasanna because they thought that this boy was born out of the 4 boys his father had. He was born through the grace of Mother Durga. Sharoda is another name of Ma Durga. So he is born by the grace of Ma Durga. So name was Sharoda Prasanna. And father was a very religious man, spent much time in worship and reading the scriptures. And he also raised in such an atmosphere that before he was 14, he memorized 108 hymns and pranam mantras, salutations to different gods and goddesses by that time. And it was in the school of M, where M was headmaster, that during the examination, he lost his entrance examination time, lost his very costly gold watch. And the rest of the examinations he could not give it properly. So, although he used to be first always in the class, and teachers and parents, everyone had a very great expectation that he would get stipend, but he did not have it and could not do as everyone expected of. And he was so morose for nearly 1 month that it was my carelessness that I have lost such a valuable watch. Then AM, the recorder of the gospel, his headmaster, took him to Sri Ramakrishna, and the first meeting with Sri Ramakrishna was when he was 19 years. It was 27 December 1884 at Dakshineshwar. And Sri Ramakrishna, just what he said, not too many records are there, but it is known that Master was saying something about the purity of mind, and it is the pure mind that perceives God, not the mind that is attached to the worldly things. So that turned his mind, that I have been giving my mind for the last more than 1 month for one watch. So that was the turning point in his life towards attraction towards Sri Ramakrishna. And afterwards, when he came to Sri Ramakrishna, because he was born in an aristocratic family, so Master wanted to destroy that ego, a kind of false pride, because in his house, nothing he used to do himself, everything their attendants and maid servants they used to do. So Master wanted to say, hey, bring some water and wash my feet. And he was with some of his friends, very embarrassing. He never did it to wash somebody else's feet with his own hands and bringing water. And Sri Ramakrishna showed that as if he did not understand anything, that he is not willing to do. He said, bring water and do. Then he was compelled to do it, and afterward he said that Master actually broke my aristocratic pride and broke down that and implanted in my mind a kind of spirit of service. So we find afterwards that his mind was so much busy and raised to that extent that always how to serve others, that was there, instead of any ego and superiority complex. Once Master sent him to Holy Mother for some spiritual instructions. And we know that afterwards, Holy Mother Sharada Devi, in spite of his being a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother gave him the formal initiation also. And he was so busy in the service of Holy Mother, ready to do anything and everything. When Swami Yogananda Ji Maharaj passed away, then he took over the responsibility of Holy Mother's service. And once when they were going to, Holy Mother was going to Jairambati, he was going as the bodyguard of Holy Mother in front of Holy Mother's that bullock cart. And at night he found that there was a break on the road, and while crossing it, Holy Mother's sleep will be disturbed and it may overturn also this cart. So he asked the people who were this Kochuan and others, drivers, that I am lying on the ground to cover up that vacuum there, and you go on my body. And Holy Mother got up at that time and scolded, what are you doing? So somehow the situation was managed, but his devotion to Holy Mother was like that. On another occasion, Joginma asked, bring some hot chili for Holy Mother. And Holy Mother likes hot chili, so he started tasting hot chilies from Bagh Bazar to Bada Bazar, nearly 4 miles, walking different markets and tasting one each variety of the chilies. And when his whole leaves were red and swollen and it was burning, at last he got very hot chili and purchased it for mother and came. And when it was given and mother came to know that he has done this, then Holy Mother said that, see what devotion to the Guru, see. And when he was in America also and getting pranamis from the devotees, regularly he used to send money for Holy Mother's services in India. So this was with Holy Mother. But now we go with the relation with Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna, although he was born in aristocratic family, at first was not ready to do anything for Master even. But gradually when Master fell sick, he with other monastic brothers at that time, disciples, he also started doing seva in Shampur, Bati, Kashipur, day and night, living with them and trying to offer their service 24 hours round the clock, divided in different groups to Sri Ramakrishna. And in 1886 he was also in the group when Swami Vivekananda and other 8 brothers visited Atpur on invitation by Swami Premanandaji's mother. They spent some time, and it was 24th December, we know that Swamiji was talking very inspiringly about Jesus Christ's renunciation and not entering into the family life and dedicating the whole life for the good of the humanity. So he also was one of them, and afterwards in January 1887, he, along with others, took sannyas, and he got the name Trigunatita, beyond the 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. He was not bound by that, the bliss in that. So this is Trigunatita. He had a kind of occult power also. This Sri Ramakrishna made all his disciples in such a way that everyone's life we find Gyan, Karma, Bhakti, Yoga, everything is there in his life also. Never getting tired of doing work, japa, meditation, eating, fasting. So others could not understand how much he could eat. Premanandaji was telling once he has condensed nearly 2 gallons of milk, thickened, it was sweet and very tasty, and he consumed almost approximately 2 gallons of that thickened milk, Swami Trigunatitanandaji. And when needed, several days he would remain without taking any food, just on 1 banana a day. Several days continuing fasting. But while eating also, this kind of about eating, some other stories also there. Premanandaji's mother invited in Balaram Mandir 3 Swamis to come and eat something he would prepare. But others could not come. And she prepared for 3 Swamis. And only as representative all Sharada Prasanna was gone, Trigunatitananda, and mother was very upset. I have prepared so much of food, what will happen? Like it happens here also. Sometimes if devotees come less, what will happen to this food? And he took all the food, consumed everything, so nothing was wasted. He alone, don't worry, my dear mother, I am doing the justice to your prepared food. And this is not once. On another occasion, he was staying with Swami Brahmananda in Balaram Mandir. And they went out to a devotee's house, and without any formal arrangement, the devotee fed them sumptuously with many items, and they could not say no because close devotee. So both of them had nice lunch there, and now they were thinking Balaram Babu did not like wastage, although he was also a landlord, Swami Premanandaji's brother-in-law. So that he will scold us that why you have eaten, we have prepared food here. So Raja Maharaj, Swami Brahmanandaji was thinking what will happen. Trigunatitananda said, don't worry, I will manage everything. And he came back, the Balaram Babu and others did not know anything. 4 persons' food he alone finished. So fasting, while keeping fasting, no food for days, and while eating also. Many other stories are also there. We go forward. He was very fond of pilgrimage. In the early date also, when Sri Ramakrishna was alive, when his father mother were trying to secretly arrange for his marriage and forcing him to marry, then one day he left home. He went to Puri, and on the way also he lost his ways in a jungle, and repeating Sri Ramakrishna's name, somebody came and he was trying to save his life and sleep on the branch of a tree. At night somebody came and Sadhu Baba, please come down, holy man, and take your food. And he was thinking, oh God, who can bring food here? So food was there, and then water. Afterwards he found next day nobody is there. But it happened in his life, and he spent some days in Puri. Puri is Jagannath Deva's place, very holy and sacred. Then father, mother somehow came to know, and they came to Puri, spent some days with him, and then came back with the son. It was in 1885. So, after passing away of Sri Ramakrishna, he visited many places of pilgrimage, Kailash, Manas Sarovar in Tibet, and many other places in Himalayas. And many times he experienced that Sri Ramakrishna was protecting him. We find many instances in Swamiji's life and Raja Maharaja's life also. 2-3 days there when there was no arms in Himalayas, certain areas are there, different places, no human habitation, no arms. Raja Maharaj also said, if you cannot manage a morsel of food, why did you force for this mendicant's life? Mentally thinking and got this. In Ajodhya also. And the whole day after fasting, Ekadashi day, Ramnam, and there was nothing. But mentally was thinking, somebody invited and sumptuously they were fed. In Raja Maharaj's life, Swamiji's life, in jungle suddenly this very hot puri, luchi, halwa, all this good food would come. And Swamiji was mentally thinking, you said that always you will be with me. If in this jungle those things come, then I will understand that you are with me. Otherwise, oh God. Just after a few moments, somebody was coming and calling, please, Baba, take this. So, in his life also he experienced that many times Sri Ramakrishna was protecting him. Once, while crossing at night a river in the Himalayas, nothing was being seen and he was alone and just trying to cross the river. It was in the moonlight. Somehow he was managing, jumping from one rock to another. One sleep there and he will be dead. There is no, death is sure there. But suddenly there was cloud, no moonlight, but he was taking Master's name, and at that time somebody said, follow me. And he also was thinking, it is Master's grace, follow me, somebody has come. So he was also following a person and followed. Then after crossing the river, following that person, and he found nobody was there when he got the touch of the mainland and in a safer place. Nobody was there. So he found that in everywhere Sri Ramakrishna was protecting. And then in Calcutta, when he came back from pilgrimage, he started giving classes on the Gita and the Upanishads, and he was very good organizer. Started 3 centers to teach morality and spirituality among the youngsters. So he was taking these classes on Gita, giving classes on Gita and Upanishad, in addition to those morality and spirituality training, teaching among the youngsters in different centers. And started one magazine also in Bengali. And Swami Vivekananda came to know this idea, and Swami Vivekananda at that time, although he could not start that paper, but Swami Vivekananda encouraged him, yes, good ideas, yes, apply your whole heart and soul for this purpose. Although it was not materialized at that time, when Swami Vivekananda came back from America, he got 1,000 rupees from Joe, Miss MacLeod, and another 1,000 from Haramohan Mitra. So with this 2,000 rupees, he gave it to Trigunatitanandaji to start a paper, and he started that paper, and he was the editor, he was the writer, he was the proofreader, he was the supervisor, and sometimes he was the seller also of all those things. And within a short period, there was a good subscription, and he was very successful in that, and day and night, 24 hours he was giving with that. And this description is there in Swami Shishya Sangvad. Swamiji's own disciple, Sharat Chandra Chakraborty, one day talking to Swamiji and telling that Trigunatita Maharaj starts his work in the day with the puja of master, which master's photograph, and praying, you're craving for your blessing also. And how much he can work. Then Swamiji said, do you think this Sri Ramakrishna's disciples are ordinary people? If they are given any responsibility, they will never yield to the situation. They will all come successful. And when you meet him, you just convey my blessings to him. So he was very particular about that paper, and sometimes could not sleep at night because sometimes the workload was so much, and this letter setters absent. So he had to do everything 1 or 1.5 hours at night, somehow managed to sleep, and again in the morning, normal day started. Many days it happened in his life. And after that he came to America in 1903, January 2nd. He landed in San Francisco and well received by the devotees there, and immediately he started giving classes on the Gita and Upanishads, and music was always a part of every service. And he started a convent also for the spiritual upliftment of the women devotees. They also wanted to lead renunciate's life. So he understood the necessity and started that, but it continued up to 1912 only. After that it stopped. In 1904 he started taking classes and started a center here in Los Angeles. But managing San Francisco and Los Angeles, it was difficult. So he requested Belur Math to send an assistant. And Swami Satchidananda was sent to assist him. And under the guidance of Swami Trigunatitanandaji, Satchidanandaji was managing this Los Angeles center. But his health was so poor that after 1 year he was forced to go back to India. So this center at that time could not actually continue. So here also he did his best, and he had this Shanti Ashrama, their retreat. That was a wonderful thing. Some description we read about the Shanti Ashrama. Swami Atulanandaji, who was an eyewitness, he says Swami Trigunatitananda was a man of austere type. When he first came to San Francisco, he fasted once for 3 days, maybe to accumulate power to carry on the work. He was a strict disciplinarian. Once on Sri Ramakrishna's birthday, he spent 15 hours in worship from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and delivered 3 lectures, all without leaving the platform. He was a very jolly type of man and very active too. He encouraged others also to follow a tight routine, meditation, study, work, and so on. At lectures, there would be no chairs on the platform. He had a desk only, and when speaking, he used to lean on it. So, in this way, he was very popular there in San Francisco, and during there, while staying there, one day he won't follow anyone's guidance or advice. In that way, he tallied the account. $5, he won't take anyone's help, and used to manage the account, book sale. $5 was short, found. He was trying his best to make it out where this $5, at last he could not find it out, and he wrote on the account page that $5 short, however, let it go. And once he purchased a suit for him. He went to the market and the trade people sold him a cheap suit. When he came home, Mrs. Peterson, with whom that Peterson family used to stay there, he said, "Oh Swami, what have you done? It is the kind of thing that race track people wear. You cannot go out with this dress," unquote. Then a compromise was worked out in which the Swami was permitted to wear the suit only at home. On another day, he purchased a dark red collar and it put on from the shop. And then he came all the way feeling quite proud of it. Seeing him with that collar, Mrs. Peterson explained, "Oh Swami, what have you done? These collars are used by gamblers. You cannot use it. I am going to hide it." So, Trigunatityanji had an undaunted personality. He boldly faced all the challenges of life. And Trigunatityanji started this convent, as I told, and he started a monthly magazine also. It is called Voice of Freedom. And it was started in 1909 and continued not too long. It was up to 16. He gave up his body in 1915. So always having some kind of activities for the good of the humanity. That is what his aim was always. It is there. In Shanti Ashram, those who had the privilege of attending the classes at Shanti Ashram could hardly forget their experience, unique experience. They were surcharged with spirituality of Trigunatityananda. On the top of the meditation cabin was a wooden flag bearing the inscription Om Ramakrishna, carved in relief by Trigunatita himself. And despite his physical troubles, rheumatism, he kept the spirit of Vedanta and Ramakrishna alive in the minds of the American students, always remaining present with this. Apart from Shanti Ashram, Trigunatita had a master plan for a Vedanta colony with a temple, library, orphanage, hospital, etc. And for this purpose, he bought 200 acres of fertile land on the outskirts of Concord, 1.5 hours drive from San Francisco. So there also, this project stopped until it continued until 1914. But unfortunately, after his passing away, the colony project came to an end. Many devotees had their houses there, and this was different activities that he started for the good of the spiritual upliftment of the men, women, each and everyone. Trigunatityananda gave the following instructions to help the students prepare for a lecture. He used to prepare his students for the lecture also, and the instructions were: number one, the lesson or lecture is to be taken sincerely and faithfully as a spiritual service. It is not that I am giving some advice to others and I know more. It is a spiritual service and religious practice for one's own spiritual advancement, number one. Number two, sit in a sincere and prayerful mood, make the mind blank, drive all the desires and thoughts of secular works, activities, meditate on God, then meditate on the subject intensely, then offer the lesson or lecture as a sacred service to God, and bow down in the spirit of thankfulness to God and ask for His blessings. Finally, when you come to the platform to speak, remember that you are talking to God. God is the only audience. So in this way, he used to train his students to speak on holy matters, sacred things, spiritual matters. We come to the end, and on Friday, 25th December 1914, Trigunatityananda conducted the all-day Christmas service from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. This consisted of 3 lectures at 11 a.m., 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. chanting and singing, reading and exposition of the scriptures. It was a divine experience for those privileged to be present on that day when the advent of Jesus Christ and incarnation of God was celebrated by a direct disciple of another incarnation of God, Sri Ramakrishna. So there was floral decoration, illumination of Christ's picture, fragrance of incense, devotional songs, instrumental music, holy presence of the Swami. Everything was very uplifting. And after 2 days later, 2 days on Sunday, afternoon, 27 December, Trigunatirtha was lecturing from the podium of the Hindu temple in San Francisco, which was his creation. All of a sudden, a young man in the front threw a bomb onto the pulpit, and there was an explosion, and a cloud of dense blue smoke obscured the platform. When the smoke cleared, it was found that the young man, a former student of the Swami, named Louis Vavra, had been killed, and the Swami also had received severe injuries. He was taken immediately to the hospital, and on the way he was inquiring, where is Louis, poor fellow, how is he? So, sometime previously, Trigunatirtha had observed the young man's unbalanced mental condition and had recommended that he find a job in the country, where the surroundings would be soothing. Even in the midst of excruciating pain, the Swami's mind was filled with pity for his mentally ill student. A number of devotees used to come and visit daily and reported about his progress of the progress of the temple during his absence. And from the hospital, he requested Mrs. Peterson for the arrangement of the damage of the temple to repair it, and it was done according to his wish. One of the attendant nurses said that, one nurse said, I have never seen such a calm, uncomplaining and enduring patient in my life. On the afternoon of the 9th January, the Swami told one of his young disciples that he would leave his body the next day, which was the birthday of Vivekananda, according to the Indian lunar calendar. And as he foretold, Swami Trigunatirtha, the great yogi and disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, passed away at 7:30 p.m. on 10th January 1915. As the news of death spread, a large number of people, including the Catholic, Protestant and Jewish religious leaders of San Francisco, came to pay homage to the Swami. His body was cremated according to his wishes at Cypress Lawn Cemetery. 1 year later, on 13th April 1916, Swami Prakashananda carried Swami Trigunatirtha's relics to Shanti Ashram and installed them on the top of the highest hill, Siddhigiri, the hill of realization. Swami Trigunatirtha's ashes remain as a mute symbol of his vanished form, but his immortal message lives on after him. Work hard, discipline yourself, build your character, endure to the end, realize yourself and be free. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.